Authorities reportedly believe the 20-year-old might have drowned while swimming with a young man at the beach last Thursday around 4:50 in the morning. Virginia Attorney General Jason Miyares joins us now. Good morning to you, Jason.
Great to be with you. Thank you
Great
so
to
much,
have you on.
Ainsley.
So many questions. Obviously, a parent's worst nightmare breaks our hearts, and all of us have gone to spring break and traveled to other countries or down to the Caribbean, and this is always something that our parents were worried about. What do you think happened here? And I was reading that she was traveling with 6 women, but yet she was swimming with a man. Do you know anything about this guy?
No, we are still in information gathering stage. This is both the combination of federal and state and local authorities, is principally led by the FBI, but the first entity that was actually notified that Sutik Shah was missing was the Loudoun County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Mike Chapman's office was notified. Her friends have all been accounted for. That is the good news. Obviously, our heart breaks not just for the family, but we want to find her. We want to hopefully find her safe and sound. Right now, there's just so much that we don't know. So the principal thing that you do in a situation like this is the FBI and our partners, the Dominican Republic Civil Defense and the Dominican Navy. They're searching for it, but they're also collecting as much information, putting together a footprint of exactly what and where she had been, all the way leading up to the point of her disappearance, roughly 4:50 a.m. Thursday morning, and also trying to secure in this digital age any and all security camera footage they can find to also trace her steps to see who she was with the last time she was seen in public. And so this is now an investigation. Obviously, our number one goal is to find her and hopefully safe and sound, but we have to have a broad search, and that's what we're working. The federal authorities are working with the Dominican government.
Yeah, you know, Jason, here's the picture of her. She's wearing that brown bikini, and she has bracelets on her arm and an anklet. And so this picture has been circulated because they want people to see what she was wearing when she disappeared. It's eerie to look at that picture knowing it might have been posted that day, and we know what happened. You know, she's gone missing that night. Do you trust the authorities in the Dominican Republic? I know tourism's a big deal for them. We don't want another Natalee Holloway and what happened with Aruba. People weren't visiting Aruba because they were scared. Do you trust that they're telling the truth?
The briefing I've had, that they've been very cooperative. They mobilized the Dominican Navy and the Dominican Civil Defense Force, and local authorities are being cooperative. So I think everybody recognizes when, in this case, a Virginia resident, that we have a leader in Washington that foreign governments respect, pay attention to. I think they're going to be fully cooperative, and I've never heard of any roadblocks so far in this matter. But what I would tell to the public is so many of these cases simply are broken when somebody who's seen something, they have some information and they let people know. So they can either go to my social media or they can call the local, the Loudoun County Sheriff's Office with any information whatsoever, any phone calls or text messages perhaps you received from Sutik Shah before her missing, any information, even if you think it doesn't really matter, it may matter in a case like this. Please pass it on to the proper authorities.
Yeah, the Loudoun County Sheriff's Office, if you have any information, their number is 703-777-1021, or you can just Google it and call Loudoun County Sheriff's Office. I know that the State Department issued last summer a travel notice to the DR at a level 2, and they say violent crime, including armed robbery, homicide, and sexual assault, a concern throughout the DR, the wide availability of weapons and the use of illicit drugs, and a weak criminal justice system contribute to the high level of criminality on a broader scale. This happened in Punta Cana. It was a 5-star hotel, so you don't expect that. And Punta Cana is where most everyone I know that goes to the DR, that's where they like to travel. Is there any other information you'd like to tell us? What are her parents saying? Did they travel down there? What are the 5 other friends that were with her saying?
Well, I'm not going to divulge too much of what has been shared because it is an ongoing investigation, but this is what I would say. It is a reminder for all of us that it's easy when we're on vacation, and whether it's in the Caribbean or whether it's in Europe or whether it's in Asia, to always be mindful both of when, where, both who you're with, and also make sure that you're traveling in groups, because unfortunately you do have criminal elements in almost every country that their number one target is always foreign tourists. They know this is a place that they're not familiar with. They know obviously sometimes they're traveling a large amount of cash. So always be mindful of when you're traveling overseas. Yes, have fun, go enjoy yourself, but also keep your head on a swivel and be wise of where you're going and who you're with, and that will make sure that you get home what we all want, home safely.
Yeah, and I would say stay in groups, and please don't go to the beach late at night, 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, and go for a swim. Police reports say that she and another person went for a swim and they were caught by a big wave. Friends have all been questioned, but no charges have been filed with any of those individuals. Thank you so much, Jason. We appreciate it. Please come back on and keep us posted on this. Everyone out there, say a prayer for her that she is found alive.
Amen.